you one thing, T. I'm getting too old for this nonsense.
I'm driving. You can jerk me off if I get bored. I'm joking. You can suck me off.
Alright, so what you just witnessed was the ending of GTA 5. Spoilers for the entire story, main story. I really liked the main story for GTA 5. I'm not gonna say it's the best story game I've ever played. I've played Red Dead 2, I've played, God of War and stuff like that. But it was a really good one, okay? Honestly, I would say at least top 10 main story games. And think about it, it's kind of sad that most people don't even give like the story mode attempt like a chance. They do the first mission just online, you know what I'm saying? So that's just like really sad, thinking about it. One main thing that I really liked is how you got to pick and choose the ending. By the way, if you didn't choose ending C, what are you doing? You're like probably more psychopathic than Trevor. I'm not gonna lie. Because those are literally your besties, bro. They're literally besties. And you spend like so many hours with them, like how can you kill any of them? And what I really liked in the ending is how you got to kill each of the villains as a different character, you know what I mean? So like, for example, as Trevor, right, you got to kill Devin Weston, which is really fun, the Ferris wheel and stuff like that. In terms of like abilities, because each of them had a special ability, right? Trevor had the rampage mode, Franklin had the driving mode, you go slow-mo, and then Michael kind of had like a Deadeye type mode, but you never click the X thing. I think the ability I probably used the most was Franklin, because you're literally like driving around everywhere. And speaking of the ending, by the way, now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of crazy. Like, imagine you're in 2013, right? You're playing through the story mode, and you see Kill Trevor, Kill Michael, and Death Wish. If you were playing in 2013, you probably wouldn't assume that Death Wish just led to a good ending, you know what I mean? So, if you're back then, right? Like back when the game first came out, you'd be like, because there was probably no videos on it at the time. People thought that like, Franklin was probably, it was like, they're thinking, Franklin's gonna die, or like everyone's gonna die, or I could kill Michael or kill Trevor, you know what I mean? And I feel like if I was in that specific scenario, I think I'd have to kill Trevor. By the way, I forgot to say this in the video. So I actually turned on my Spotify playlist. So whenever I'm like in the car instead of like listening to the radio, I just play my Spotify playlist. You know what I'm saying? So it's like music that I like guarantee I like. Trevor was probably the most broken character in terms of like mentalness. He's definitely the most broken. And also another thing, I feel like anytime I didn't kill, like anytime I like ran over someone, right, as Franklin or Michael, I'd be like, no. But every time I killed someone as Trevor, no emotion, staring there. Because like I feel like Trevor kind of allows you. You feel like you're allowed to kill as Trevor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, this game is like honestly probably better than like a lot of movies nowadays and a lot of media, right? And a lot of the jokes actually hit. Like Trevor was actually, I'm not gonna lie, Trevor was actually like, I didn't like necessarily like burst out laughing as if it was like a comedy or something. But I had a few giggles here and there, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely like, it was entertaining, it was emotional, it was funny. So it was a very good game. It's all around very good. But yeah, I really enjoyed my time. Yeah, I'd rate GTA 5 main story. What the hell was that? I'll rate it an 8.5 out of 10.